Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Kenny Cooper returns home to take on FC Dallas. But first, Philly plays their second home game of the week as Chivas USA invades PPL Park. 3 points on Saturday is a must. Those were the words of Union midfielder Justin Mapp after the disappointing scoreless draw with KC midweek. Peter Novak kept the same starting 11, but team scoring leader Danny Mwanga returned to the bench after nursing a minor knee injury that kept him out of the Wednesday fixture. With a win, the Union could regain complete control atop the Eastern Conference. Stressing organization and patience, head coach Robin Fraser hoped to put a cohesive effort together when the Goats took to the field against Philly. One player anxious to show his worth was rookie Zarek Valentin, who would finally get the chance to play in front of friends and family in his home state of Pennsylvania. Just behind Valentin was goalkeeper Dan Kennedy, who looked to build on his star-studded outing against Dallas last week with another solid performance in the nets against the Union. Len Davis joined Taylor Twellman in the booth, live from PPL Park.
Philadelphia's got to finish their chances. Paunovic has to be in sync with Brian Carroll in the middle.
Got it to Zemanski. Labroca's here. Labroca's going to try it. Labroca hits it. Save Mondragon. It was a tester. Lots of movement in front of Mondragon towards the back post. And Mondragon looked as though he misjudged that. The header, and it goes in. And it's 1-0 Chivas USA.
Give Chivas a lot of credit, keeping the ball alive. Michael Umania on the doorstep, knocks it in.
Played at the 2006 World Cup, and right back we come. Is this Latou's first of the year? He is snake bitten. Swung in towards the penalty spot. The header, headed off the line by Nagamura.
Good ball in. Real good signing. Versatile player, can play in the middle.
The two. Mwanga's in there. Justin Mapp. Damon Williams was in there. Mapp squares it back. Chance for Latou. No, make that part of it.
Justin Mapp playing in a good ball, but Paunovic being in the right spot at the right time.
Nagamura runs over it. It's Mondaini. Mondaini off the crossbar. Oh, what a hit from Mondaini.
They get this up over the wall and back down. Mondaini unlucky.
Ruiz is onside. Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz to make it 2-1. He does. Carlos Ruiz.
Paunovic, good ball, but this is such a good goal from Carlos Ruiz. Holding off Andrew Boyens. Good first touch, and what a finish. What is this?
I was afraid you were going to ask me that. Braun may get there. Braun is going to tie things up. Justin Braun has tied it up.
Mondragon is left with just coming off his line, trying to make himself as big as possible, but Braun showing some strength there, holding off Danny Califf.
Pierce has had to come out of the middle. To the top of the box, Mwanga. Mwanga shot! With no regard for humanity. Danny Mwanga
Playing with instinct, strikes it so well that Dan Kennedy has no chance. Give Nakazawa a lot of credit. He sees Shannon Williams bump forward down the right-hand side. He steps right in, fills in it right back.
That's it. A huge win for the Philadelphia Union. It is their first come-from-behind win. Game winner goes to Danny Mwanga.
FC Dallas welcomed Portland to Pizza Hut Park for the first time Saturday night. Shellis Hindman's side would have a hole to fill as Fabian Castillo was called into the Colombian U20 preliminary camp ahead of the U20 World Cup. Last week's game winner Jackson stepped in for the missing Castillo as Dallas went out to avenge the 3-2 result they dropped at Cheldwend earlier this season. It was a special trip for Timbers forward Kenny Cooper. The Dallas native bagged 40 goals and 90 appearances for FC Dallas before returning to the league with Portland this season. Cooper was ready to add to his goal tally in Dallas. However, this time it would be in the away column. Head coach John Spencer was back on the sidelines and preached for consistency as his side had gone winless in their last 4 outings. The defensive line was slimmed down without injured David Horst, but the return of Steve Purdy and surprise inclusion Footy Danso restored some leadership along the back line. Bobby Ryan and Steve Jolly had the call from Pizza Hut Park.
Game on. George John, a little bit of a hero there, saving his captain. Collected by Jackson, right for an effort! I love the reaction. Wasn't even thinking about anything else other than trying to finish that, and just bangs it off the post.
Jack Jewsbury, right-footed service, takes the deflection in front of Hartman, who parries. It's falling for Rodney Wallace, his left-footed effort. Deflected away. It's a good one. Testing Perkins, and it's a goal!
What a wonderful ball by Daniel Hernandez. And Zach Lloyd does a great job getting to the back post.
There's a look at the runners for Dallas. Over the first man, it's George John!
George John looked like he manhandled Bruner.
Jacobson looking for the speed of Jackson, who's looking to get around footing. He's done so. It's Jackson looking for the third. And for the second time here tonight, Jackson has found the woodwork.
Single-handedly, Jackson creating a nightmare for this Portland team tonight.
So Zizzo will join Portland, Chivas USA. This is Jackson. He slipped in. Alexander off the post. It's falling for Shea. It's a goal.
It was all this man, Jackson, creating the incredible pass to create that opportunity there.
Made an all-star team in a best 11. This is Jackson, right-footed effort. Testing of Pickens. And Luna's there. The decision is whether or not Luna got to it first.
Well, a good ball by Jackson. Keep a good eye on this one. I don't know if it crossed the line. It might have been Ruben Luna's first goal.
It's all in front of FC Dallas here. And that ends tonight's action. The center official has called full time. Final score tonight, FC Dallas 4, Portland 0.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Sporting Kansas City looks to extend their unbeaten record at Livestrong Sporting Park when they welcome the Vancouver Whitecaps. Catch up on all the relevant soccer stories around the world each weekday morning with The Kickoff, compiled by fan favorite Simon Borg. Whether it's a story about the latest European superstar linked to an MLS team, a controversial quote from a head coach, or a game preview with an interesting slant, you'll find it in The Kickoff. With as many as 20 links within the article, you can learn all you need to in the world of soccer with just one stop each morning. Welcome back. At a packed Rose Bowl, the U.S. faces off against rival Mexico in the Gold Cup final. But first, Tom Sohn and the Whitecaps make their first trip to Kansas City. Still the bottom dwellers of the Eastern Conference, Sporting KC shot up the MLS power rankings, moving from number 10 going on to Week 15. Kansas City went into the game cool, calm, and collected after posting 4 shutouts in 5 games, with stellar play from Jimmy Nielsen. As the only player to score thus far at Livestrong Sporting Park, CJ Sapong returned to the lineup as the lone forward. Tom Sohn's team headed back out on the road after finally snapping a 14-game winless streak with a 1-0 victory over the Union at Empire Field. After rallying to a 3-3 tie in their first meeting with KC, the Whitecaps hope to take care of business this time around, with Eric Ashley, Davide Cumiento, and Camilo all in fantastic form. Could Vancouver string back-to-back wins together for the first time since joining MLS? Caleb Williams and Josh Weisenhut called this one from Livestrong Sporting Park.
Here we go again. Sporting Kansas City, home to the Vancouver Whitecaps. Squaring up, keeping hold of each other. Ball from Cumiento. Camilo with a header! Really good movement from the 22-year-old Brazilian to get away from Julio Cesar. A backwards header, almost Javier Hernandez style. Beasler, unfamiliar position down the left-hand side. Mid step in, this is Omar Bravo inside the area. Omar Bravo twists and turns. Surely a PK, yes it is. Bravo twists and turns. Demiri takes him down. Is this the moment? Yes it is. We'll find Sanovic down the left-hand side. Bravo 3. Ball across. This is Stoichev arriving late. Milos Stoichev! Great save once again from Joe Cannon. Juicing. Ball towards the back stick. Bravo arriving late across the face of goal. There we have number 2. Bravo with a header. Cesar with a volley. Nothing Cannon can do about that whatsoever. Beasler can't get the better of him. Here's Eric Astley with the drive. Good save from Jimmy Nielsen. Espinoza will drive it. Low drive is well saved. And a free kick to Sporting KC. But it won't matter, because there we have the final whistle. Sporting Kansas City did all the work in the first half.
With just one win in their last 5 outings, Real Salt Lake continue to struggle to regain their form. After losing Fabian Espindola to an injury midweek, Jason Kreis's attacking options could not get any thinner. However, the offensive line was replenished with the return of Alvaro Saborio and Will Johnson to the starting lineup. Now with a few more veteran players added to the side, Toronto FC would be the perfect suitors to get the Claret and Cobalt rolling once again. Without a win in 9 matches, Aaron Vinter's search for 3 points wouldn't get any easier as they enter the fortress at Rio Tinto Stadium. An already depleted side, TFC received some tough news earlier in the week when loanee Alen Stevanovic was recalled by Italian side Torino after just 12 appearances for the Reds. Vinter's side would continue to rely on Maicon Santos, Javier Martina, and Joao Plata up top. Dan Dunleavy provided the play-by-play from Rio Tinto Stadium.
We are set for the opening kickoff, and Toronto FC with the first touch. 6 yards up. Pulls it up for Beckerman. Beckerman from outside takes the shot. There's the sun getting in the way. And Stefan Fry made the first stop. And that springs. Tony Belter, the 23-year-old out of UCLA, lays the ball underneath. Misplayed, and Warner comes to goal. Takes the shot. Kept out somehow at the last moment. Misplayed. And then Stefan Fry got a piece. It's off the post. And then Borman gets a hand up from Stefan Fry. Stefan Fry doesn't have to stare into the sun here. If anything, it's the shooter that does. Here's a header! It doesn't matter! This ball just knifes in. There's the run, and Daniil Henry gets beat to the ball. Into the sunshine again. That one takes a deflection. It takes a hop and a second goal of the game. There you see how tough it is to see that play in the sun. The deflection, and Stefan Fry just caught flat. Here's a nice little ball over the top. Saborio gets to it. He's got a chance for another one. Over top, Daniil Henry played the ball instead of Saborio. Stay goal side of your man, and he can't get to the ball. Zavarisi, nice touch ahead. One thing Sulzma could bring his pace at this point. Santos takes a shot. Maicon Santos. Sulzma, the substitute, comes in aggressive, and then Maicon Santos sneaking that one by Raimondo. Then you tip your cap to the other side as well in Real Salt Lake there. Just this good of a side, and they're only going to get better, and as their players get healthier and if they stay out of injury problems, there's the final whistle. And this game after the 39th minute was never in doubt.
Continental glory was on the line when the USA took on bitter rivals Mexico in the finals of the 2011 Gold Cup. With a trip to the 2013 Confederations Cup on the line, it was no surprise that Landon Donovan returned to the starting 11. But the inclusion of Freddie Adu raised some eyebrows. The move paid off, however, as Adu assisted on Michael Bradley's opening goal. Donovan made it 2-0 after just 23 minutes. But an injury to right back Steve Cherundolo meant shuffling the back line. That's where Mexico took advantage, scoring 4 unanswered goals, including the stunning nail in the coffin from Giovanni Dos Santos. Mexico went on to win their 6th Gold Cup.
Early in the game, I thought we started well. We were able to go up 2-0. Give credit to Mexico. They pushed hard and made plays to get back in the game.
They've got a bunch of guys that can make special plays. Tonight, I thought Gio was excellent. Obviously, Barrera was excellent. We actually, of all things, we did a good job with Chicharito, preventing his chances, but they just had too much for us, and they were good.
They did well to battle back, man. I thought we knocked the stuffing out of them at 2-0. Really hit them where it hurt, and take your hat off to them. They're a good bunch of players. They put us in a whole lot of situations we didn't want to be in.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Chicago hosts New York as both teams take to the field for the second time this week. MLSsoccer.com is home to the best original soccer content on the web. This includes regular weekly features like John Bolster's Monday postgame, kicking off each week, reviewing the events from the previous one. On Tuesday, the MLS Power Rankings come out, illustrating the current position of each team in the opinion of the editorial staff. Postcard from Europe features a Q&A with American playing abroad every Wednesday. Peer into the mind of MLS Soccer's Jonah Friedman every Thursday with The Throw-In. Finally, Fridays bring the Armchair Analyst, where Matthew Doyle breaks down a statistical or tactical trend in the world of MLS or the U.S. national team. All of this and much more, including all the breaking news and updates, every week on MLSsoccer.com.